Hey guys, hey y'all, girls, how you doing today, man? It is like December 20, oh, Thursday before Christmas, so 22nd. But I hope you all have a great Christmas, and hope all your families are well and everybody's health is good. It's the most important thing, honestly, like way more important than what I'm gonna talk about here. Um, so, little secret, ASA is now the owner of the Stars Tour and Midwest Tour, Southern Super Series, CRA, and Stars has come out with their own, program, which I think it's a pretty cool deal, man. I mean, for the big teams, it'd be a neat deal. 10 race schedule to start the year out. We get 3 up here in the Midwest. Our races are Madison for the Joe Shear Classic, Slinger Nationals. That one surprised me, but we got that one, and then Kaukauna for what was formerly known as the Dixieland 250. I believe it's the Gandrud Chevrolet 250 now. But so them races, all 10 of them races. There's one at Hickory. There's one at North Wilkesboro. One at Pensacola. Winchester. The year ends in Nashville. Missing one or two. Toledo, Ohio. Most of the tracks that are on there I've ran at. I mean, it looks kind of looks like fun, but very expensive deal, and I just don't. I don't know, it'll be long messing around doing that, but we'll see what happens. I really like their rules package. The rules package basically 2,800 pounds 4-barrel really caters to what we have. We have Southern parts motor, which is, that's what you're gonna want to run that, most of that deal anyway. I mean, there'll definitely be some right foot tire management for sure, but I think it makes for good racing personally. But at any rate, up here the Midwest Tour, here's my race car. I haven't done a whole lot. We got the motor out of it. I've just been really busy work. I am dragging my ass right now. I've been on the road here last 3 days, got jammed 4 days work into 3. We got supposedly this blizzard coming, and I pulled me and my guys, got our shit done and got back here. Today is Wednesday. I'm sorry, it's Wednesday before Christmas, so 21st or 22nd, whatever. But we got all our stuff done and we're back, so that if this blizzard, it ain't so much we're getting a lot of snow, so I really don't think we are. Maybe 6 inches is still enough. It's gonna make a mess, but we'll see, get really high winds, and it's gonna make travel just really inconvenient and a mess. So we pulled the rigs off the road for tomorrow, Thursday. Obviously Friday is basically a holiday, everything's closed anyway, but Thursday and Friday here are supposed to be nasty. So just kind of dragging my butt, just pounding out. My guys, hats off to them, they work hard. We got a lot done here in a little bit of time, so appreciate that. That being said, I really didn't want to come on here because I am dragging ass, but I wanted to talk about these right here. These are ASA Midwest Tour rules. So that's a Midwest Tour, what I run. And right there. Let that sink in for a minute. So they made the ACE motor the preferred engine in the ASA Midwest Tour. And it really pisses me off. And I'll tell you why. We had ACE motor. Hell, we had a couple of them back in the day, that just wasn't the ticket, They worked awesome. We ran them on 4-barrels, dude. You didn't need to have a lightweight crankshaft. You didn't need to have lightweight rods. They fucking ran good, especially with a 4-barrel. When they switched that motor to a 2-barrel and made a 2-barrel rule, That's when the shit got expensive. Because guess what? Now that big old fucking heavy crankshaft and big heavy rods, the fucker wouldn't rev up and wouldn't run. It wouldn't pull like it did with the 4-barrel, obviously. So, what do? New fucking crank, new rods, new rolling assembly. Shit got pricey. The 9-to-1 was the way to go, so that's the way we all went. That Ace motor's kind of reared its head back here last few years up here. It's been around. I mean, fuck, 3 years ago they were underneath everybody's bench. Speaking of under benches, they look just like this over here. Sorry about my messy shop. I like to say where I'm just behind and whatever. I had an engine sitting right there, another one in the bag right there. That's where the Ace motors were. Fuck, you couldn't get $5 for one of them because they were kind of used. They weren't what you wanted. You're racing against the parts engines and the whatever else they had going on. The LS was popular at the time, the 6.0s, and somebody 2 years ago decided that, well, fuck, that Ace motor just ain't winning any races. You know how we're gonna make it win races? We're gonna give it a fucking weight brake. And let me tell you, in asphalt, it's a killer, man. So they did. 2 years ago, they gave the Ace motor a 50-pound weight brake over the parts motor. Now currently, what is the 9-to-1? The 9-to-1, 50-pound weight brake over that. So they made it popular again. Guess what happened to the Ace motor? You ain't buying it under the bench for $5 anymore. Fuck no. You're spending just as much for that as you are for the parts motor. Now they went this year, the big change. Greg and Angie sold the Midwest Tour to Bob Sargent, and he's put people in place to run the Midwest Tour, and I've met him. I met him at Nashville. Matter of fact, I was eating a cheeseburger down there helping the 2 crew just on a lunch break, sitting at a picnic table, and a couple of his guys came and sat down and talked to me on my thoughts and what I thought. And obviously my biggest complaint over the last 2 years with the Midwest Tour was, I mean, this is a lot of fucking work. Not just preparing a race car and doing all the maintenance and body, and I mean, it's a lot of work, a lot of preparation goes into going to a race. It just is. You all race. You're watching this channel, you race cars, and you do the same thing I do. I mean, countless hours we spend on shock machines and just notebooks full of information, and just, it's a lot of work, right? So you do all that for me. I mean, I'll do it. I don't care. But what pisses me off is rolling out that door right there with my race stuff, knowing I'm fucked. I shouldn't say I'm fucked, but my chances of winning one of them events are pretty slim. Why? Because I'm 50 pounds heavier than a guy like Casey Johnson or a guy like Ty Majeski, or I don't know what Freddie's up to anymore, Danny Fredrickson. Hard to tell, but he usually figures out a way to have what you need. And what you need right now is an Ace motor. We don't have that, so I'm not gonna do that. I'm just not gonna do that anymore. I'm getting to the end of my driving career, and I'm not gonna put in all the work and effort and leave this shop, go out that door. It's hard enough to race against Casey and Ty and Danny and the rest of the crew that I race against up here. The boys are tough around the Midwest here. And they're all good guys. They all work as hard as I do. Hard enough to go race against them. Now you want me to go race against them with a weight penalty? No, I just ain't doing that anymore. I'm just not. You know, we ran lacrosse last year. Hell, we ran pretty decent. When I say decent, what were we, 7th overall in the Trickle 99? We were running 7th, 8th in the tour race before we broke near the end of the race. So it looked like where we were going to finish. That's what we have to accept as a good day. It's just too fucking much work for me. I don't need any more fucking practice. I don't need more fucking hot laps. I'm there to win the race. That's what I'm there to do. That's the people that back me, that support me, that stand behind me, it's what they fucking want me to do too. I'm not gonna let them guys down, let ourselves down, go to the racetrack penalized anymore. And fucking hate me if you want, I don't care. I mean, if you have an ASA motor, God bless you. You just got a nice gift. That's what you want to have for the Midwest Tour. Well, I don't have one. So, again, once again, Cedar Rapids, Iowa, fuck off. Sorry people out there, but I'm not gonna do all this shit penalized. And you don't think it's that big of a deal, and it's probably not at 30 laps. I want to show you something here. I want to show you this right here. This is a sign I made years ago for my friend Mike Lemke. Lumpy was our head tech official, and we did a roast for him. And you all know what that stands for, but this weighs 5 pounds, and I hung this around his neck to make my point. I said, it ain't so bad right now, Lumpy. About 10 minutes in, you're gonna feel that. That's how that cocksucker feels. I don't know how much clearer I made my point there, but I gotta get this off because it is uncomfortable. It's kind of stupid too, but you know what I mean? I'm just making my point. Like, after you're carrying weight around, the shoes, the tires, the fucking brake, everything, it's harder on it. I know you don't think it is, but it is. I'm telling you it is. It is. And I ain't saying, all right, make me even with the rest of the guys and I'll win every race. God, no. But I feel like I have one hell of a better shot at it. You know, it's just, I don't mean to, fuck you, I do mean to rant, and I'm sorry for swearing, but that's just me, man. That's just Stormy. This is what you get. There's some other rules in there. July of 2023, middle of the race season, we're gonna mandate a muffler. You know, like part number 1, 2, 3, 4 or whatever, fucking Headman. You got to run that muffler, and you put it on. It's got to be on there by July of 2023. Middle of the race season, guys. It's December of 2022. Get the cock-sucking muffler out right now and tell the guys this is what you're running. It's the off season. Look it. There's no motor in anybody's race car right now. Pretty easy to do whatever we got to do. But you're going to lay that on them in July? In the middle of the season? You don't think we got other shit going on? I really thought the powers that be were smarter than that, but I'm biting my tongue off right now. I really am. Love you all. Thanks for watching my videos. All you guys running the ASA National Tour, Midwest Tour, Bob Sargent, and your crew, I mean, I commend you. It's not easy. You can't keep everybody happy. I'm not asking you to do that. I'm not asking you to do that. But you guys walked up to me, not necessarily y'all now, but when I blew up my 9-to-1 engine back in the day, you know, what are you going to do, Stormy? Well, what do you think we ought to do? What are you guys looking at down the road? What's the future going to be? Yeah, really looking at that Southern Parts motor is going to be the way to go. Well, I wasn't ready to quit racing, so that's what we built. And on your recommendation, that's what we built. You know, I'm not an idiot. We looked around, looked down south, looked at CRA. Excuse me. That's what they're running. So that's what we built. Yet you put us on an island up here. We got great racing. We have, I'm telling you, I'm just livid. It is time. For a fucking cold snack, I'm sorry. Great racing up here. Great racing. All kinds of cool little racetracks. But the Midwest Tour is a super late model program. Super lates. I don't know what else I can say, honestly. You got my point. I glazed through some of the other rules. Not a whole lot changed, really. But boy, that engine deal, that one caught me off guard. At any rate, cheers, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to y'all. I'm gonna let you go. Get this one out right away, I promise. And thanks for watching. Go ahead and give me a like, comment, subscribe. Let's grow this bitch. Thanks again. We'll talk soon.